Hey, so today I'm going to be reviewing the VEIKK A30 tablet. It's an art tablet made by the VEIKK Electronics Company. It just arrived a couple days ago, and I'm really excited to get to mess around with it. So I'll be reviewing that for you today. The tablet itself, I really gotta say, I love how sleek it is. I love the design. So it's got a 10-inch by 6-inch surface. That's basically the whole tablet. There's not a lot of extra space, which I really like because it means that this whole surface that you see, except for the shiny part, is the drawing surface. You don't have a lot of extra plastic. And then over here, the sidebar, if I can make it look nice, there are 4 buttons, which you can't quite see on my webcam. But there are 4 buttons here that let you program them, which I'll get into when I show you the driver settings and whatnot. The tablet pen is battery free, so you don't have to plug it in. You don't have to put a battery into it. It's just a stylus that you just don't have to worry about, which is nice because it means that I don't have to remember to plug it in, which I forget to do with my other tablet. It's got 2 buttons that I will also show you when I show you the driver settings. And it came with this cute little pen case that's got the logo on it, so you can slide your pen in there and it won't get lost as easily because tablet pens are notorious for getting lost all the time. The other nice thing about this tablet is that it uses a USB-C port connector for the tablet, and the other side is just a normal USB that plugs into your computer, which is really cool because USB-Cs are becoming more and more common. Like my phone uses a USB-C cord, so if I ever forget this cord or leave it behind somewhere, I can still connect to my tablet using my phone cord, which is really cool. So before I get into actually using the tablet, I'm going to go over the driver settings. The driver is really cool. You just download it online. You do have to uninstall any other previous drivers you might have on your laptop to use this. So a long time ago I had a Wacom tablet, and I had to uninstall that tablet driver in order to use this. So when you buy it, if the driver doesn't seem to be working, make sure that you've undownloaded any other tablet drivers you might have, as they can interact with this one and make it not work as well. So here's the basic interface of the driver. The pen sensitivity meter is over here, and it starts in the middle, which is about here. I've moved it slightly up because I don't press down on my pen very hard, and so I need it to be a little more sensitive to really get a fuller range of pen settings for me, because I tend to draw really lightly. So the further you set it to over here, the more sensitive it is. And the further you set it here, if you like to really press down on your pen, I would set it over here where it's very, very not sensitive. But I keep it a little bit past the middle for when I'm drawing. Over here you see the pen buttons that can be set. So I have the top button set to switch between the pen and the eraser, which is very useful because it means that I don't have to go over here to my art settings over here and switch between them manually. I can just tap the pen. And the bottom one I have set to be a right click, which I usually use to color drop, but is also just useful if I need to right click something and open it. This is the mapping of the tablet itself. It shows where things point to on the screen. I'm right-handed, so I left it in right-hand mode, but this tablet also has a left-hand mode, which is really cool. I've never tried a left-handed mode for a tablet because I'm right-handed, but I'm sure it's really cool. These are those 4 buttons that you couldn't quite see in my webcam that I was talking about. And they can be mapped to whatever you want them to be mapped to, so there's a bunch of different settings you can put in here. Clicks and keyboard settings and tablet settings, navigation for the desktop, and application settings for, if you want to have a button open your art program, you can have it as that. But I have mine set to zoom in, zoom out, save, and Control-Z, which is a backspace. So these are the 4 things that I use most while doing art, and so I just set them all to those because that's what's most useful to me. It's really nice to have this save button because it means that when I forget to save, which is always, all I have to do is tap the little button on my keyboard, and I really like it. And this driver is really easy to get to. If you need to open it, you just go down here and tap the little VEIKK logo down here in the bottom, and it'll open up for you. Very nice. So this is something I've been drawing with this. I already started the sketch for it. And basically I'm going to take a moment to show you how the sketching works and how I like to sketch over here in this corner, and show you the tablet settings and the driver settings that I've been using. And then I'll go over here and show you some color mixing on this little drawing that I've got started. So here's the pen pressure settings. Oh, that's a not black pencil. Oopsie daisy. Let's switch to black, shall we? So yeah, light pressure gets you light lines, which are really nice for sketching. basic face. I've been drawing a lot of elves lately. So just give things pointy ears on instinct. But yeah, so just with some line setting. So there we go. This is very light pressure. You can barely see it there on the screen. And this is very hard pressure, and it's very nice and dark. And there's a full range in between that, which you can see with me sort of starting light and getting darker, and then lightening up, and then getting darker. And it tracks really, really, really well, which I really appreciate, because it means that I don't have to, like, move my screen over all the time when I'm working with it. And, like I said, with the whole tapping the button to erase thing, so you tap the button, and see that down here, it said erase for a second there. It takes you right to the eraser mode, and you can just clear everything right off your screen. And like I said, and then we'll click back. It'll take you right back to the pen. I actually have it set to take me to my painting tool, so it actually takes me to this paintbrush over here, because I paint more often than I draw, so that's what I have it set to. But we'll switch back to the pencil for a second, so you can see what I've been working on. I've drawn this whole thing with the VEIKK tablet. I figured I would have a piece started for you, so I didn't have to make you watch my process from start to finish. We're going to take a lower layer. I'm going to show you how painting with this works, because I really like how sensitive the mouth is. It really helps with painting. So we're going to grab my oil paint tool over here, start filling it in. Oh, put the layer. No, that's right. I put it on the right layer. I have wrong layer disease. Yeah, so it's really sensitive, so even with a brush that's pretty big, I can come around these really sharp corners and get like really smooth edges and not have to worry about moving into another part of my layer, which is nice. Especially because as someone who likes to paint on one layer and one layer only, that brush control is really useful for getting things together. I'll just do a little bit of color blending here so that you can see how nice the pen pressure works with blending colors. I'm going to color in all of his hair, even though it's not where the face actually ends. And take a bit of a lighter color so that I can color in his nose. We're going to zoom in using the buttons on my tablet. Very useful. Just a nice little light touch is enough to sort of get the color going, so it's not too much. So you have some room to work with, and then I drop the base color again, so I can lower it and get some shadows in there. The lighter you touch, the lighter the painting is, which is really nice. Very helpful for when I'm working. And then down here, where you need a darker shadow under the chin, you can press a little harder and really get some dark definition down there. Then we can eyedrop again, smooth some things out. But yeah, it's a really nice tablet to work with, and then if you want to zoom out, you can zoom out again using the tablet controls. It's very nice and like very well sized and very sensitive and useful for its price. I really recommend it.